it still has a period of about the same amount of time. So it doesn't matter whether it's moving this way or this way, it takes the same amount of time for it to complete an oscillation. But what we're interested in is a combination of these two movements together. So let's give this some energy, either as a circle or an ellipse, and see what we get. At this point, I'm speeding up the video, otherwise it would take about 5 minutes for this pattern to be completed. Do another circle. What's this?
It's a pretzel.
It's a star.
Yeah, that does look like a pretzel.
It does?
Oh, great. Now I'm hungry. Thanks. So this Lisa's use pattern is actually the result of this pendulum having two different periods. Now, what would be the result if we ended up changing the lengths of these two strings? In this setup, the upper string is much shorter and the lower string is much longer. Now, let's see what it gives us. Once again, we're going to speed up the video, otherwise this pattern would take about 3.5 minutes. In this case, by shortening that pink string at the top, I've made the two periods for this pendulum closer to each other. That's very pretty. Now let's change the lengths again. In this case, the strings are tied together about half the entire distance. I've sped up the video about 1.5 times just to move it along a little bit quicker.
Trinity.
It's a bird. It says land inside, whatever that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's a cursive, whatever that is.
Nice job.
Yeah. It's a ribbon. Fish. It's a fish. It's like a flying whale or something.
I'll move over a little bit.
Now let's try making the upper string even longer. In this trial, the lower string is only about 1/4 the entire length. This video is also about 1.5 times faster.
Let's try again.
Now with this setup, we got pretty close to a 2-to-1 ratio between the periods, which means the pendulum bob was moving twice as fast in this direction as it was in this direction. And if we look very closely at the picture, it kind of looks like a figure 8. If we match that to the chart, a 2-to-1 ratio, as we can see, gives us a figure 8. So now that we see how we can record Lisa's use patterns with sand, in the next episode we're going to see how we can do it with light and also with paint.